My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am currently in Tupelo, Mississippi near the hospital. I am still under attack by Scientology. So right now I am experiencing genital mutilation. They are attacking my genital nerves, my sexual organs. They're running parasites or worms into my groin area, into my testicles, my scrotum, and my penis. Right now they are infatuated with my testicle nerves. They have inserted foreign objects into these nerves, little sharp spikes or worm teeth or something. Yes, extra dimensional. And they're just leaving them there. I am in pain, I'm burning, itching. Well, this morning when I woke up, it was my whole lower half of my body, from my knees up to the top of my behind. They had foreign objects stuck inside of my nerves. They have been pulling some of them out over the past couple of hours. So they keep taking these foreign objects and they'll stick them in and probe around. Yes, this is Scientology. They're trying to hurt me, keep me sick, keep me in pain, keep me dysfunctional, keep me from working on my intellectual property or invoking authorities or fighting back in any way. This technology that they use has a narcotic-like effect upon these people. They are also abusing substances. This activity, along with their conditioning to do body parts. So Scientology is literally the act of removing or modifying body parts. They do this for a living. It is a medical field of study. They're conditioned to do this. They do it non-stop, 24/7. They are addicted to it. It is what they do. So this, coupled with the narcotic, the use of narcotics and the narcotic-like effect of the technology, has led to some severe psychological issues. They are psychotic and delusional, extremely irritable. They are jealous and petty and greedy. They are quick to become violent. They are toxic. Some of these people have toxic masculinity. They are sociopaths. They have no empathy. All of Scientology's victims get tortured in this manner. They remove body parts. They insert foreign objects. They like to electrocute people. They are infatuated with our brains and our sexual organs. So Scientology, this is an explanation of Scientology. There are more than 3 dimensions. This is a fact. See calculus and string theory. So there are 4 layers of 3 dimensions. That equals to 12 dimensions in total. But according to our sciences, it is more likely to be 11 dimensions. The universe is flat, it is not complete. So the human genome or human DNA produces an 11-dimensional humanoid. We have big heads and big torsos, short arms and big hands. We have a head covering with 2 horns that point straight up. We are ghastly looking creatures or ghostly looking creatures. We can fly. We have big 11-dimensional eyes that can see in all dimensions, down to the molecular level. We can do magic or molecular transfer. We can move particles around in space. using our mind. Our skin glows, our eyes glow. We are Anunnaki. That is the human bloodline. And we can do things like we can see the internal workings of human biology. We can see the brain and central nervous system lighting up with energy. We can see particles flowing through the biology, such as fluids and blood and energy, food source. We can read and manipulate genetic material in the upper dimensions. So they can read and modify DNA to help organisms develop certain features. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra-dimensional biology before we die. So we have this Anunnaki attached to ourselves. It is our soul. We use it in the afterlife. So upon death, we utilize these extra dimensions and fly into outer space. We cleave ourselves or remove these extra dimensions from ourselves. And then we leave our bodies and fly into outer space. Scientologists cut this Anunnaki off of themselves while they are still alive. And they use technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. One or more upper dimensional vehicles. Biologies in which they can drive through the upper dimensions while they are still alive. So upon modification or during the modification or Scientology process, these biologies take on a different appearance than they had naturally. So they lose their horns. They lose their upper dimensional layers. And they wind up with biologies that are more alien in presence. They look like aliens. So they produce greens, grays, and blue bloods using their original human anatomy. And then there's the use of donor organs. So these people wind up with 3 or 4 biologies in the upper dimensions they can modify and turn into upper dimensional vehicles, depending on how much they pay these Scientology companies. If you don't have much money, you can only access the lower dimensions. If you have a lot of money, they let you access the upper dimensions. So these Scientologists use donor organs. They take organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to modify their biologies. They use these organs and tissues as transplants. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as lizards, insects, and worms. They make various types of alien forms. Then they make other alien forms such as lizard people using lizard body parts. They make insectoids or bug people using bug body parts. And they make worm people using worm body parts. And this is the Scientology process. Aliens are real. There are more than 3 dimensions. And these aliens are remote-controlled organisms. This technology that Scientology uses allows them to control these upper dimensional biologies from a remote location. They have internal devices in their brain and central nervous system that allow them to do this. They can do this with their eyes closed or while they're asleep. They lucid dream. See, they lose the ability to sleep naturally. They no longer have natural sleep cycles. They no longer enter the natural stages of sleep, such as REM, alpha, beta, and delta sleep. They no longer experience this. They no longer experience sleep anymore. Instead, when they close their eyes or when they go to sleep, they wake up on their alien form. So a lot of these Scientologists are on their aliens 24/7 nonstop. They never sleep. They are always interacting with the public or the people on Earth and the, the animal life non-stop 24/7. Yes, this technology also gives them the ability to drive parasites and microbial and virus life. They call this technology war tech. So they use parasites as a weapon. This technology gives them the ability to drive other organisms that are not their own. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms, and even microbes and viruses in any dimension. They can even drive third-dimensional organisms. So the use of parasitic surrogates, yeah, they call these organisms surrogates. So the use of parasitic surrogates as a weapon is termed war tech. They can drive worms through humans and take their life. Biological warfare against American citizens. These people are also responsible for the COVID virus, the coronavirus. And a lot of the deaths in which we have experienced under the COVID outbreak have been caused by parasitic or parasitosis, parasites, war tech. These Scientologists have created a surrogate making business to go along with their Scientology businesses. So not only can you receive Scientology services, not only can you access the upper dimensions with your own biology, you can also purchase surrogates. You can purchase other people's biologies that are ready to go. You can drive other people's biologies instead of your own in any dimension. They are harvesting public biology en masse. Humans are losing their biologies en masse due to this surrogate making process and other processes caused by this technology.